Hi everyone, my name is Neal Simmons, and today I'm going to be taking you on a wonderful journey through the buying, storing, preparation, and eating of a meat product. I'm currently on my way to Publix to pick up some sort of meat. I'm thinking either steak or chicken, depending on the price, considering I am a poor college student. But we are currently driving to Publix now to pick up the meat product, and we will see how this journey goes.
Once I got to Publix, which of course was my first choice in retail to buy meat, I checked the pricing of meats available and decided to buy chicken. As you can see, I purchased a Publix brand chicken breast. In the store setting, the chicken is placed on a styrofoam tray and packaged in plastic shrink wrap to avoid contamination from external sources. The packaging was clearly done at the retail level, in the store's meat department, and was then displayed on a refrigerated shelf with similarly packaged products that all seemed to look very clean and sanitary. Taking a closer look at the label here, we can see that this is a grade A boneless, skinless chicken breast, which comes from the bone-in breast wholesale cut of the chicken. While it is boneless and skinless, it is also intact, which will make it easier to cook, since it will require less heat to do so, and will make it easier to eat. The whole package itself cost $9.90 and weighed a total of 2.11 pounds, with a unit price of $4.69 per pound. A serving size of this particular cut is 4 ounces, giving us roughly 8.5 servings. In addition, the chicken was kept at a temperature of slightly less than 30 degrees Fahrenheit to prevent the growth of microbes in the meat while on the shelf.
Alright, I've come back from Publix. I have my chicken, and I am going to store it in its original packaging in my fridge until it's ready to be cooked. My fridge currently is on the coldest setting, which is, I want to say, roughly about 25 degrees Fahrenheit, and that is to make sure that the meat itself is kept at a temperature so no microbial or pathogen growth can be possible. Alright, I have my chicken. It's been sitting in my fridge now for about 3 hours, and we are ready to cook. I'm planning on only cooking 2 of the 3 pieces of meat, but before doing that, I have to wash my hands thoroughly to avoid any possibility of cross-contamination with the food. To cook the chicken, I plan to throw it on the grill and apply fast, dry heat to it, so it cooks quickly, and I can ensure that it cooks up to a temperature of 165 degrees Fahrenheit to remove any possibility of pathogens or microbes growing in it, specifically salmonella. Now that I've washed my hands, we can begin cooking. I'm going to remove 2 pieces of chicken from this package and slap them on. I'm going to rinse the chicken as well before I go ahead and start cooking. I am going to throw the 3rd piece of chicken, however, back in the fridge in the same packaging. plan to season the chicken with salt and lemon pepper to give it some zest. So I'm going to do that right now. After I season the chicken, I'm going to throw them on the grill, and we will watch them and figure out how long they will take to cook. I have my grill back here. It's been preheating, so it should be good to put the chicken on right after I get it seasoned. Obviously, I don't need this napkin anymore. So, I'm going to let these cook on the grill for a little bit, and we will come back later when they're a bit more done, and we'll see where we can go from there. So we've gone ahead and flipped the chicken over. One side of it is looking pretty good. The other side is now cooking. We're going to get the outside a little bit cooked, nice and crispy, and I'm then going to put the chicken on a pan and slide it into the oven, where I can finish the rest of it and guarantee that the center of the chicken is thoroughly cooked. All right, we have now taken our chicken off of the grill and put it into a pan, which has some sort of herb, garlic, oil on it to make sure that the chicken doesn't stick to the pan. And we are now going to place our chicken in the pan in the oven until it is done. We will check on it in a couple minutes. So, I've taken the chicken out of the oven, let it cool down for a little bit. Right now it's at about 155, but it was at about 170 when we first took it out. It took us maybe 50 minutes to make this chicken. We transferred it from the grill to the oven. So now what I'm going to do is cut the chicken open, make sure the inside of it looks like it is thoroughly cooked. No major pink spots. And that looks like edible chicken to me. So I personally plan to just go ahead and eat this right away. However, if for some reason I have any leftover chicken pieces, I will, of course, put them inside one of these Ziploc bags and store them over here in our fridge. And as you can see, I've also taken the one extra raw piece of chicken that we had and stored it in a Ziploc bag in the fridge. So, that is my meat project.
All in all, the recipe for my chicken was an initial seasoning of salt and lemon pepper. Then, it was put into an herb garlic oil before being transferred to the oven, and, once done, was covered in a generous layer of Crystal's hot sauce. Each cut of meat ultimately had a value of about $3.50 to $4 each.